welcome back to Preciously Nonchalant with your girl OG Neek.
It's your girl Miss Berry. What's up?
And we getting back into some juicy topics today. Really something I feel like is real relatable to everybody. Not everybody, a lot of people, let me say that. And we definitely want y'all feedback on this one. We definitely want those questions, comments, statements, whatever you think. Even if you don't agree with one of us, just let us know. Drop that while you watching. Drop you some questions and stuff like that. Also, we will be doing premieres. So what our premieres are is the day that we drop on Thursdays at 7 p.m. It will premiere live. So y'all are able to go ahead and ask us questions on demand. We'll be there to answer those right when it airs, okay? So if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe, like, share, tell a friend to tell a friend. Yeah, get into it with us.
So today we're gonna be talking about, like she said, it's relatable to a lot of people.
And before you even get into that, mental check-in. How you been, girl?
I've been good. I haven't really been thinking about that. I could be better as far as wishing I was in a different place in my life, but I'm good though. I'm good.
That's good. Okay. Just wanted to make sure. Okay.
What about you?
I'm good. I can say I'm good. Girl, I just did my interview for my Eat Better Today.
Oh, bro?
Mm-hmm.
What's that?
EBT. Watch you such a fucking woman, bro. I'm weak as fuck. Yeah, honey, we need that. And I do start a new job next week, so.
Oh, good. Yeah, I'm working on a new job venture myself. Yeah, so yeah, that could be a whole nother topic. Jobs and the mental wear and tear from jobs. So, but yeah, everything's good though.
Well, that's good, friend. That's good. And go ahead and get into it now.
Now, with this topic right here, even if you are not necessarily the parent, this could be a situation even growing up.
Facts.
So basically this is gonna be about being a parent, or like I said, if you were a child that were in this that was in this situation before. So, oh Lord. Okay, so being a parent, Dominique, how do you manage being a parent? Because I know you're a parent of 3. You do a good job.
Thank you.
How do you manage being a parent, like when you're having a bad day or you just feel like it's a challenging day? Like, what are some things you do, that are good, that's good like management skills for being a parent?
Honey, 1, I smoke. 2, I might drink a little, smoke a little. That's gonna get you through, okay? That smoking, if they're making noise, it's gonna help you. I'm telling you, all honesty, for real. But no, for real. Some days I'm so overwhelmed. I really have to woosah. I have to count. I have to pray. Like, I ask God, like, Lord, just give me a little more patience. Whatever. Cause it get hard. That's real life. That's real life when it comes to them kids. And I also read a post on, I don't know, one of these social sites, and it was basically saying that don't be just tolerating your kids, meaning, oh, you just make sure they fed, make sure they clothed, It takes conversations to be had with those kids, doing stuff, making memories. So a lot of stuff, I think about that all the time. So, I mean, I'm a work in progress, but I feel like every day is a step better. Them kids gonna be kids, and that's just gonna be hard sometimes. But yeah, that's how I pretty much manage though, honey. A little smoke, a little drink, a little prayer.
A little drink most definitely goes a long way. Because it is challenging being a parent, especially when you're the only parent that is active with your children. Because you got phone calls that ain't really nothing when you're not like an everyday active parent. So when you're constantly taking care of yourself and somebody else, multiple people, that gets tiring every day. It does.
What about you? I mean, is that a thing? Do you get overwhelmed? Do you get stressed as far as with your baby?
I do get a little stressed. I get overwhelmed. Like, even with simple tasks like waking up and getting dressed every day.
Yeah.
That after a while, you know, that does wear and tear on you. You be like, oh my gosh, I get myself dressed, I gotta do somebody hair, I gotta do this, gotta brush their teeth, gotta, you know, do everything that you do for yourself, you doing it times 2. And in some cases times 3 or 4. So I mean, that can be overwhelming. Like even just, it's kind of like it's something you want to procrastinate, but you know you gotta get out of the house, so you gotta do it anyways, and you gotta make sure they fed. Like me, I can just leave the house and not have to eat.
Right.
But with your child, you gotta make sure, okay, they gotta eat something before they leave the house. But like she said, yeah, it does take like conversations with your children. Cause like with me, I only got one. I'm pretty sure y'all know that by now. But I only have one, so she don't got no siblings to play with. So I'm her, you know, I'm her play buddy. I mean, she has my mom too, her grandma, but she's looking at me to play and to keep her entertained all the time. So I'm like the caregiver, I'm the friend, the playmate, all of that. And that does get overwhelming, you know.
Definitely.
After a while.
Well, that's why I got 3. Y'all need to play with each other. I always think about like siblings are important for me because I'm just sitting here thinking like, once the parent is gone, you know, who do they have? They need somebody here, you know. So that is why I feel like our kids need a sibling, honey. So you get to find a man that got want for your friend and
look, I'm waiting.
Yeah. Nah, but for real, yeah. That's about it for that one for me.
So I guess okay, so with us being like the only really active parent, what do you think about absent parents?
Well, yeah, that was another thing. Like, so when you was talking about how you deal with the stress and stuff, a lot of times when I'm overwhelmed and stressed too, I do get to thinking about that absent parent. Like, damn, you can't even pick them up from school. You can't help me. You can't help them with their homework, feed them, then bring them to the house. You know, just a lot of stuff. And so I be over that. And also I've had a conversation with the other parent, and they were like, "What you want me to do? I don't got no money. I'm this, that, and the third." What do you think we do when we don't got no money?
It's not even about money all the time. Like, if you ain't got no money, then everything else should be in full effect, full force.
We trying to figure out how to feed them kids that day.
Right.
We trying to figure out we gonna pay for this field trip next week. Like, it just don't stop. It's not that easy to say, "Oh, I don't have it, so I can't do this." Like, it don't work like that.
You gotta figure it out. And I feel like, okay, so we obviously know the absent parent is a man. So as a man, how are you?
For us.
Yeah. So how are you content with not having money to take care of your seeds that you created?
I mean, what are you doing out here in this world as an adult?
Right.
If you don't got no money, because you ain't spending it on the kids.
Right. So what are you doing?
Right.
This crazy. Like, I mean, I will say in my situation, it's not really like a financial thing. Like, if I ask for something, you know, the other parent, they will, you know, give me whatever that I asked for. But it's like for me, it's not always about the money. It's about the time, you know.
Yes.
Are you actually taking that time to actually spend with your child, or you know, to see what they have going on today? Because some stuff I'm like, dang, they don't even know what's really going on with their child.
Right. Like, just found out.
Yeah.
My kids down there just found out what school they went to, and they've been at the school for 2 years.
Yeah, and it's like no, I'm not gonna call and reach out to tell you about your child. I'm not doing it.
Why would we even have to? Like, you know,
right. You should be calling in. But you know, like sometimes you gotta think, okay, so somebody's acting like that. Like, what kind of traumas do they really have? You know, like what kind of issues are they really having with themselves for them not to proactively take care of their kids, or think, you know, they can just do the bare minimum. Sometimes nothing at all. Because
you would think a motherfucker would want to raise their kid, you know, do things differently from their childhood, and you know, it's just weird. Especially the ones that be saying, "Oh, they didn't have a father growing up, this, that, and the third." Okay, change the narrative for your child.
Yeah, you know, some people, but I feel like sometimes men, they don't have that connection with their children like moms do, and that can play
If you don't feel like you're gonna be taking care of your child, you shouldn't be out here fucking.
In that part too. Yeah, I feel like a lot of men, y'all gotta take a little bit more accountability when you out here wanting to lay down. And you know, like a lot of men always say, you know, having sex is very important to them. But the babies, that just seems to not, you know, be important at all. I mean,
my thing is you gotta take all that into account, especially if you having sex unprotected. You know what can come of that, like
that part. Yeah.
Stop being stupid. Yeah, like.
Yeah, most definitely.
And my thing also, do you think an inconsistent parent is better than no parent at all, like them not being around at all? Or do you think some part of him, like the inconsistency, is better than nothing? What you think?
Definitely, I don't know, because I feel like inconsistent is a little bit better than a completely absent parent. Because who want to like be like, oh, I really don't know this about my father, like nothing at all about your father. So you talking about like somebody, like, because there's different levels of being absent. There's people who've never even met their fathers, don't know who their fathers are.
I'm talking about they have met them, but this parent continues to show inconsistency.
No. Because at that point you hurting the child. Figure out you're inconsistent.
You set the child up for straight disappointments. You when you talk to them, you giving all these broken promises, these, you know, all this stuff. That's hurtful. Then as for the primary parent, whether it's a mother or a father, that's hurtful to see their kids hurt because you done let them down over and over and over again. So for me, my opinion on that, I'm completely opposite. I'm like, no contact. After we've given that chance to let you be a father, we tried. We've made you look good in times where you wasn't even doing what you were supposed to do and things like that. And you still, I mean, it's just continuous. Like, I just feel like, I don't think my kid's gonna be mad at me. I know a lot of people like, well, your child will probably resent you, be mad at you, you know. We gonna say that how it go. Cause my kids know the real right now. I don't lie to my kids about that. I'm very open, and some may not agree, but no, I'm not that parent to be like, oh, your daddy. Now, I might indeed tell them, please don't talk to me about him. He sucks, or something like that, because he does. And the days that they may be angry at me or they might shout their little outbursts, I'm like, okay, well, who fed you today? Who picked you up from school? Who bought those shoes?
But that's why your kids won't resent you, because they gonna eventually realize.
Yeah. If they get older, they definitely gonna realize.
That makes sense.
So yeah, but it ain't going down in my household.
Yeah. I really don't discuss my child's father. Yeah. Like, I don't say anything. I try not to give her any type of ill will about her dad. Even if I feel like, you know, I have whatever my thoughts are about him. I keep him to myself, because my daughter, she young, so she ain't really, but she does mention her dad, like, my daddy, like, with my daddy, you know, it's like, oh, she kind of starting to realize, okay, I have a mommy and a daddy. And she's realizing, okay, daddy's not here. She is realizing that, so.
Facts. And don't get me wrong, I feel like fathers are a major asset to the kids' life. Like, if he did what he needed to do by my kids, then everything would be good. But when you don't, when you've been given so many chances and you still just can't get right, honey, just bye. Jail or hell.
Alright, so with having an absent parent, it's really hard to co-parent because you're really not even co-parenting. Like,
and another hard thing to do with co-parenting is co-parenting with someone who is basically, I'm gonna say, basically under the care of a bitch who approves of you not being a good father. And when I say under the care, yeah, need to file as a motherfucking dependent, because yeah, under the care of, that's why you can't do what you need to do by your kids, because you too busy trying to keep a bitch.
Well, guys, you heard it here. Don't be that man.
You know, and that's sick though.
That is sick.
That shows a woman's character to be horrible, because anybody, male or female, anybody laying up with somebody that you know does not take care of their kids, and you're not encouraging them to take care of their kids or anything like that, that's horrible as hell. I don't care about how much you don't like the baby mamas. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. These kids didn't have to be here. Hell, they daddy had them cry for them motherfucking real tears. Because if we get into it for real, my homegirl will tell you, yeah, like, stop playing. So,
that was fun.
Yeah, okay, that might be a little too real for y'all. We might run this back one day in the far future, like. But yeah, y'all, it was really real. You know, this been my dog for forever. So everything that has happened, she done been a part. Whether we had to talk on the phone because she was at school, or whether she was here. So my thing is, niggas will play you. You would think you in love. That love shit, y'all better let this shit go. When it come to goddamn having kids and ain't no ring on your finger, that shit is a dub. Like,
so if you don't have kids, I'm pretty sure y'all know, but try to make sure you married before you have the kids. If you can, I mean, things
you
happen.
still can get divorced. Now, we ain't saying that, but it's just better.
It is better.
Feel more secure.
Yeah. I mean, I had my baby for myself. My situation was complete opposite, you know? It was like, okay, I wanted to have my baby, so I had her, and I'm glad I have her. So, but as far as like co-parenting for me, I feel like this co-parenting is like 95 to 5%. Like, I'm 95 of the parenting. We're doing all the parenting. He's doing like 5%. Yeah, because I mean, like, well, my situation, and I feel like with you, with the fact that your child parent, well, their father stays in the same city.
Dad, donor.
Yeah.
Not father.
The donor stays in the same city. That makes it like more worse. The fact that I feel like, man, if you do have kids in a different city, get to where your kids are. Like, there should be no excuse as to why you have young kids.
Baby mom to know you man and you got rights to be. Cause how you don't check on his kids and he stay up the street.
Yeah,
okay, I just had to throw that out there. Make sure y'all download that Baby Mama on Apple Music. There you go.
Link will be in the comments.
Huh?
Your link will be in the comments.
Oh yeah, we definitely drop leads for sure.
But yeah, so but co-parenting, I feel like it can work if you have two parents that are really willing to take care of their children. Because with me, when it comes to the father of my child, it's strictly about my daughter. Like, it's nothing else. Like,
well, see, that's the problem when people can't just strictly make it about the kids. That be the problem. Because my thing is, every time I ask their dad, their donor, anything pertaining to the kids, it goes, "Oh, you just mad because we ain't together." I ain't even had said shit about it. Like, I actually
take care of your kids.
Don't care. Actually, dodge the bullet. Actually, don't like moms. You know, growth. Okay, growth. And I know everybody like, he showed you who he was before you had. Actually, that second and third kid, yeah, that first one. Blinded by the D, okay? And that is a thing, and that is a thing. But, baby, when somebody cry for the kids, you think they're gonna be a phenomenal father.
That's crazy.
But honey, to each his own.
For the kids.
Apples never fall too far from the tree.
Wow.
But we gonna pray that spirit about this household, cause these kids will take care of all seeds that they have. Yeah.
Right. That part. Yeah. Dang.
Yeah, honey, but
you would think if you're gonna be crying for these kids,
child,
it's crazy. People can be mental.
We done made it through the struggle though, y'all. Like, the parents and shit don't get easy. For sure, I do be hurt for my kids not having a father figure. Now when I was dating Marquise before he passed away, where's his soul? But he was like the father figure for my children, and they still talk about him, they still remember him, and they were little. So that he made a good impact on their life, and I can honestly see that that's a relationship I really wish my kids had with their father. But you know, you just don't get years and years to play on my kids' top. Now other people might let you, but I'm not doing it to mine, because all that inconsistent in and out, all that. So do you I got a question for you. Do you feel like if the father's not doing his part, do you have like any type of ill feelings towards the family?
Not in my situation, because his family is great. I ain't going. He has a great family. Like, it's honestly the opposite of him.
It makes you feel like, damn, he came from his family.
Right, but yeah, the family is great. Like, they really, honestly, they kind of make it up for what he doesn't do. But I mean, I like his family, because they take care of my daughter. So, but I mean, because you know, you always have that thought, like when you originally dealing with somebody before the child gets here, you be like, dang, like.
Yeah.
Like, you know, who raised you like this? Or, you know, how did you become like this? I mean, I don't know. He might be thinking about me too, but...
Oh, I know.
But, I mean, you know, but I like our family. I love them. They're really a good support system.
My problem really come in, like, I hold the father and the grandparents accountable. Just because if something happened to the father or the mother, those grandparents should be next in line to care for your kids. But my thing is, for that, it's just sad how nowadays even grandparents just like neglect their grandkids. Like, I'm not saying nobody gotta support my kids financially or just babysit all the time.
But you should be on your grandparents' house a lot.
Yeah,
like
they supposed to be seeing you growing up. Like, that's crazy. Yeah,
because I grew up with my grandparents' house.
Me too.
You know, but I feel like for instance, your mama and your people, your daddy, they do a good job with that. My mama, she does a good job. I mean, my daddy, he's staying in a different state, but you know, like I feel like
she knows him still though. Like,
and I feel like, you know, if we were in the same city, it would be totally different. Like, she'll be with him way more. I'm waiting until she can get older for me to send her up to Michigan. Because that's going to be happening. But you know, you have some people who grandparents are absent. Like, Cedric has too many grandparents. I'm like, oh my God.
My kids have another whole living grandparents that one they know, and the other one could see them at the store and wouldn't even know it was their grandparent. You know, so the shit really sad. How people just normalize this type of shit. The shit ain't normal. And it's creating more traumas. If you think that you were a person who dealt with some type of trauma in life, just, I mean, to think about you not doing what you're supposed to do by these next generations, that's just creating more problems. Like,
that is. It's just like a generational curse.
Yeah, facts. Facts.
That some people have, like you said, the apple don't fall far from the tree.
Facts. And even with, like, I feel like I be too deep into it, like those generational curses with names and all that. Like, that's the process I still want to do, is change my kids' last name. You know, because it's just so much.
Would you change their first name too?
Hell no. Him been going by his whole damn life.
Yeah, okay. Yeah,
I wouldn't change his first. That's excessive. Yeah. And I did it when he was still baby. Yeah, my mama never gets on my ass about that all the time, changing his name.
Now he's, I mean.
Yes, they just said something about it Sunday. I want to say, I'm like, girl, yeah. I just joked about that one. The hormones was all over the place in the hospital. Well, I swear, when you think you in love can make you feel something. Yeah, I'm not gonna hit that note. I ain't gonna hit that note, but y'all know the rest for real. But yeah, that's crazy. It's just that's a lot to be talked about, because, man, listen.
Okay,
fucking the kids up.
So your baby daddy was the father, well, the donor. You said that he was crying for you to have the kids. And now, you know, he's not really doing anything. But do you think if a guy tells you that he doesn't want the child when you're pregnant, should he be able to be absent? Or is, you know, that justifiable? Because I feel like, kind of like with me, about my child, he really didn't want me to have my baby. He did not want that. So, and I had her anyway. So I'm kind of, sometimes I do be thinking, like, okay, you know, he kind of said he didn't want to have the baby.
So make him suck it. I mean, like, I don't know though. That's hard. It's kind of, for me, it's like damn, he did tell your ass. But it's still kind of like, damn, if the child is here,
they're here.
Who really want their kids out here being fatherless? You know, like, it don't make good sense to me when you know these are your seeds, you know, things like that. Me personally, though, a guy telling me he doesn't want the kid, I might have got it up out of here. That's just me.
Yeah.
Because I would have been in a place like, okay, well, shit, it ain't no point in me stressing myself about this when you already stated your opinion that you don't want it or whatever. So that would just be me. And I know me and you got two different thoughts on that completely. But because I
mean, I had my baby for different reasons. Because I had my baby because I wanted to have a baby. Not that I want to have a baby, but I was like, okay, you don't know if you don't get a chance ever again. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna have my baby. And you know, the consequence that comes after, you know, whether the daddy, he gonna do what he need to do, I was like, okay, we'll just deal with that when it gets here.
Right.
But yeah, like, cause honestly right now I would tell somebody, if you don't want to have a baby, then don't have it, unless you truly yourself want to have that baby.
But at that point in time where you truly want to have that baby, like she just said,
gonna be doing
you are that part. You are basically telling yourself, you know, I'm ready, I'm willing to take care of this child by myself, even if, you know, that's the outcome. Right. Hopefully he does what he's supposed to do, but if not,
and then you're gonna be taking that chance. You're gonna be making it do what it do as a single parent. But
where you can be in my boat, have a motherfucker because you think you in love, and then it still don't turn out right, and you still end up taking care of that motherfucker by yourself. So it really, I mean, it ain't no right way or wrong to tell you, because a lot of people basically go off of learning experiences. My mom and them told me several times, you know, go to school, do your thing, you know, and here go me, still laid up this nigga, still thinking I'm in love, going against my own mother as a child, still a child, because 18, you still a child, not really knowing nothing in this world, and she got way more knowledge than me at this point in time, telling me what I shouldn't be doing, and here I am not listening, but here I am now paying for not listening. So
yeah, you do gotta listen to your parents.
That's what we like.
Yeah, I mean. With that, I will say, like, my mama, she was kind of like, okay, you know, you sure you want to have this baby? Because, like she said, you know, you won't be able to live your life. You're still young. And, but now, even to this day, she's glad that I had the baby because she enjoys her granddaughter. But I didn't listen to my mom neither. I didn't listen to nobody. Honestly, I think I was the only person who was really like, okay, I'm going to have this baby. And everybody was like, Sydney, what are you going to do? Like,
I'm big.
I was like, hold on, y'all ain't never been pregnant. Hold on, this is a lot of
One ride.
Well, all my friends was like, yeah, girl, we going. I'm like,
dust it out real quick. Okay. Okay, so while we on it though, like, what's your point of view on like abortions?
I mean, if you do what you gotta do, if you want to get an abortion, get it. If you don't get it. That's completely that woman's choice. Like, I'm not against them. I mean,
I'm all for it.
Like, I'm not against them. So,
I'm not saying just be at the church. I ain't even saying it like that, because we all know there are steps before that. Okay, protection.
Yeah, you're not just out here really nilly and
Plan B's.
Yeah,
you know, we got a lot of cheap options, because when you take that other option, that last option, baby.
Yeah, and
you're gonna pay a month's worth of rent.
Yeah, and depending on where you going, yeah, you is gonna pay a month's worth of rent. And depending on where you going, they changing them laws so fast.
Your ass might be stuck like that. So remember that. The fuck? For real though, like, I don't know. Y'all, yeah, I'm all for real, what's best for you. Like, don't ever let nobody make that decision for you, because when you let people make that decision, you be later on in life, you be mad at whichever route you took because you listened to somebody else, you know? So
right.
I always do what you want. Don't even let nobody have no opinion on it, honestly. Like, she did what she wanted to do.
Did what I wanted to do. Now look at me, I'm in Greenville. I'm just like, look at me. I mean, I would say if I didn't have my child, what would you be doing right now if you decided to take the different
Girl, I'd probably have a good man. A good man, baby. I mean, because like,
I don't think that matters.
Yes, I do. I'm saying that because, dude, you got one kid. I have 3. It's really hard. People do not like to date motherfuckers with multiple kids. Yeah. And I mean, it kind of makes it all better, a little more better. Like, not a lot. It don't make such a huge difference. It makes a small difference that they're all by the same person, because that's the question that guys ask.
Yeah.
How many baby daddies you got? You know, whatever.
Yeah.
But
baby daddies can be a little
crazy.
Yeah, that's.
I probably should have had to though. I think I would prefer to. Yeah.
I mean,
because he could have been the one to take care of the first one. All of them just cheated on him.
Double, like a double. You got 2 in 1
cheated on him.
You really supposed to have 2, but you got 2 in 1. So I mean,
Lord, I would say what I want to say on here. I don't want y'all judging me like y'all judging me now. Okay. For real though.
What was that question you just asked? I forgot. Oh yeah, what would we be doing?
You asked it.
Oh yeah, I asked it.
But I ain't even gonna lie. That was just the funny part that came to my mind about having a man. But no, I really feel like I would have went to school, because we was already on the way when it happened. I went to orientation and all. I would have not been in school, but I'm saying I would have went to school, graduated with some type of degree behind my name, because I'm smart. I don't know about y'all, but GPA was good in high school, real smart. Stop playing. And I use a lot of slang, but I can write y'all in English motherfucking paper.
Yeah, she's like, actually, I think you could have did like journalism or like communications or something like that.
That would have been so good for me.
You could have been like not a news anchor, but like a reporter or like somebody who does interviews for like sports.
I feel like I could have did it for real.
Yeah, you most definitely could did that, because me, I can't write a paper worth nothing. Don't ask me to write no paper.
I can change it up, baby. I turned it on and turned it out. Corporate America, you turn it shit on.
I mean, you wouldn't be in Greenville?
I don't know. Because like I don't either, but I think I have times where I be wanting to move, like, oh, I want to stay there, and I feel like a lot of stuff that held me back is the fact of having kids, trying to find that support for people to help. Yeah, you ain't gonna have it if you move.
But you gonna pay for it.
Definitely. I think I'll be doing some really good shit. Like, I'm a hustler now because of my kids, but I feel like even if it was just me by myself, oh yeah, I'd be on my shit 100%.
Yeah, me too. Like, we wouldn't be on this podcast.
Hopefully we would.
If I
showing them what the fuck really going on in our life, really on some
maybe not in Greenville. We would probably be like, Charlotte. Might be in Houston.
Houston. It's giving Houston.
Right. Might be somewhere. We might be doing a podcast from. Yeah.
But don't worry about it, because these kids getting older, and that's still to come. That is still to come. We're going to live out our dreams, honey. Me and her already be saying we're going to get this money. We're going to be financially free. We're going to be making our own schedule. We ain't got to worry about no babysitter and none of this shit.
Manifestation.
We're going to be taking the nanny on the trip with us, because, it's not playing.
But yeah,
what about you? Yeah, what do you think you would have been?
I mean, I kind of got up to the point where, I had to do a little bit without my daughter, because I went to college and stuff, and I had that experience, which is why I wasn't, like, oh my God, I don't want to have a baby, because I was at the age where I'm like, okay,
Facts.
I'm not like super young, I went to college, so, but like right now, if I didn't have a baby, I would probably be living in Charlotte or Houston. Girl, I don't know what I'd be doing, honestly.
Cause like, be honest, like, do you like being a parent every day? Is parenting like just something that brings so much joy to you? Like, is this?
It's a mixed feeling because, like, when I'm away from my baby, I'm like, oh my God, I miss my baby.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like, I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't wait to get back to her to see what she's gonna say. And then it sounds like, you know, where she's there and I'm like, oh my gosh, she's crying again. Or like, oh my God. I'm like, I've actually do this a million times. So it's kind of like a mixed feeling. I'm not gonna say I don't like being a parent. But I do, because I'm like, oh, she's like a little mini version of herself. I just can't wait to see her grow up and to get older. So.
Yeah, well, this is for the ones who, this right here is for the ones who hate that shit sometimes. I'm gonna tell you, like, I hate the fact that I'm the only one that they can really depend on. Besides my mom, which everybody know my mama going to bat for my kids. But I hate having to be 20 different places. I hate having to, okay, so I got twins. They have a field trip. I can't be with both of them. They ain't in the same class. I gotta go over here. I gotta pick and choose between kids, but they don't got their other parent to go. They go on a field trip with them, you know, whatever. Or, okay, my son trying to play football. Mama, can you go outside and throw the football with me? Yeah, I will for a few. But that's what that dad is supposed to be doing outside with that son, throwing that football, having to get him to practice. That dad should be getting him to practice, being out there cheering him on, helping him with how he perform on the field and stuff like this. It's just so much. And yeah, granted, my girls are cheering, so that's my area. That should be my area with the girls and things like that. But I'm all around, and that shit get tiring. That shit get stressful. That shit have you hating doing what you have to do. And I don't be mad at my kids because, once again, Dan has to be here. It just be like, damn, shit could be so much easier with that second parent there, you know? Yeah. So yeah, for the ones that hate that shit some days, I'm with y'all. You don't gotta feel bad. You ain't that don't make you no bad parent. We be tired. We one person. So I'm just here to tell you, keep going. Smoke you a little weed. Drink you a little drink. Smoke you a black and out or something. Do something. Bitch, cause when I don't got no reaper, I smoke these bitches back the fuck the bike.
Shut up.
For real. I don't care. I be stressed out. Like, okay, look, we got in the house and they arguing on top. Y'all just go in y'all room. I'm about to go sit on the toilet and I'm about to smoke my black because everybody know these is laxative sticks. If you don't know, now you know. Okay.
Which was hilarious.
For real.
But yeah, y'all let us know like how y'all like being parents on a daily basis. Like,
keep it real, keep that shit real.
Let us know like what are your real thoughts about being a parent. Because I know it gets hard out here, especially when you have multiple that you gotta take care of.
Here for a pill.
So you know, you said like do you feel like having emotional support? Okay, because I feel like you had more emotional support from your donor than I did. And then, like you said, things ended up totally opposite. Like, not totally opposite, but like, you know, like he was crying for their kids. And he's, you know, an absent parent.
I don't think puff on that.
But like I ain't have no type of like
emotional stress.
When you pregnant though, and you ain't got like
my whole pregnancy, like, okay, at 3 months with my twins. After 3 months with my twins, I literally did that pregnancy alone. Okay. And I must say, because with my first one, you know, he was there, cool, yeah, whatever. But it still wasn't like the best thing smoking. Like, right. But honestly, the second pregnancy with the twins, I had no dealings. It was just too chaotic. And so that one was more peaceful for me because I didn't really even get myself riled up for the bullshit. Like, it was a lot of bullshit. It's just people in their character flaws, honestly, because life don't go how we want it to go all the time, but at the same time, it's different ways of handling certain situations. And I feel like motherfuckers really just gotta learn, grow up, and start being adults about certain situations, because all the chaos and beef between all the baby mamas and all this shit, that shit really shouldn't transpire because my kids don't got nothing to do with nobody else but me and him. They kids don't got nothing to do with nothing else but them, you know.
Right.
So I feel like that shit right there, that's the immaturity shit. That's what people brains still on that smaller level. And granted, he do got younger baby mothers, so I try to give him grace because I know at 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, even probably 23, bitch, I was out of here.
Yeah.
I was saying
your brain probably connected.
Yeah.
Connected
So
25. So
I let them hoes do. You know, I ain't mean to call y'all hoes, but yeah, I just let them goddamn. I don't pay that shit no attention. You know, like I was at a point where I wanted the siblings to know each other and be around each other. I'm past that shit because that's not my job. As the father, that's his job.
That is his job.
You know, them not my kids.
That's definitely his job as a father.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like for instance, I would have, of course, once I get married, I would like to have another child so I can have a better pregnancy.
Facts. With everybody dream
you know, because you know, you carry somebody baby, they ain't even checking on you, say you good today, you need something to eat.
Right.
You in the hospital, they acting like
how the baby doing, you know, how the heartbeat was today.
Yeah, nothing. Or like when you got somebody in the hospital, because like I had my baby during COVID or after COVID when only one person could be up there, so I couldn't have my mama, so it was kind of like just having nobody there, you know what I mean? Just an empty person. And you up there in pain and taking shots, they shooting all this stuff up into you, and you just sitting there like a lump on a damn log.
A bump on the log.
And it's like, dang, you know, this is supposed to be, because I feel like as a man, when a woman is carrying a child, whether you know,
are excited about it,
you got to take that in consideration that she is carrying your child. So
and I don't know about y'all, but labor is not no easy thing. They say that's the closest to death a woman is gonna ever get. Giving birth.
So, you know, the least you could be doing, you might not even like her, just make sure, okay, how the doctor's appointment go today? Try to go to some appointments with her if you can, or ask her, does she need any food or anything? Because when you be pregnant, you could be feeling like you about to pass out because you ain't ate enough, or whatever the case may be. Your hormones be all over the place. So it is always good if you're gonna get somebody pregnant, make sure they're good while they're pregnant, so your child can be good. If you really care about the child.
These niggas don't be giving a fuck.
Your mama
time to be pregnant, they be gone. Damn, that didn't last long. Goddamn.
Dang, send her some lunch money. If you got somebody pregnant right now, send her some food.
It's just kind of fucked up just from me on the outside looking in at your situation, because you were in a relationship with this person who's providing no type of emotional support. That shit crazy.
It's crazy. It was like I was like a random girl that he met at the club. And
right.
And then it was like, oh, I'm like, damn. We were together for a long time.
Girl, that's what I'm saying.
It can really go like either way. Life can go all types of ways. Like, you just never know. And you don't really know how people are sometimes until you do get pregnant and you have a baby by them. That really can make you look at somebody totally different. Like how they treat you once you're pregnant. Yeah, you be like, okay, nah.
Well, yeah, like you said, the first kid, he was good. Taylor is over the top about him. She don't understand.
Yeah.
She don't. Well, I think she understand, but it's kind of like still wanting that relationship.
Yeah, most definitely, she wants that relationship.
So, honey, all I can tell you is it's stepdaddy season. I'm gonna find my kids a daddy, a good father.
Stepdaddy application.
Definitely taking them. Don't drop them in the business email, but y'all know my social sites. For real though, like, it's crazy though. Like, there are some days for real though, y'all, the little people do pull you through some tough times, honestly. If my kids catch me crying, if they catch me having a moment, they always like, Mom, what's wrong? Mama, you okay? You know, they get their hugs and love and all this and all that. And so they do bring some joy to it now, to your life. So if you ever feel alone, I can honestly say a lot of people have kids, I think, because they be feeling it, loneliness,
and kids, they will feel that.
Oh, they definitely do. My house don't even feel right when they gone.
Right.
Them kids is gone. it don't even feel right. So,
cause your kids, they really love you. Like,
yeah, facts.
Regardless, like
what you do, I can whoop mine and they come hug me a little bit later. So yeah, that's the purest love that anybody will probably ever experience.
Yeah, you don't love me like my child, right? Like said, yeah.
Facts.
Dang, I love my baby, but I do be wanting a family though. Like I do be wanting, like, dang, I wish I had more of a. I mean, I got my family, like my mama and me and my daughter, but I wish I had like
the family,
yeah,
structure. Your family that was created, your own little,
I mean, not even necessarily with not with him, but just
the ideal
family,
yeah, definitely. Just send me another man, Lord. I don't even want that, man. That ain't what I'm saying, Lord.
But it's crazy because I did want to be in a relationship with the father of my child, and now I'm like,
in a point in time.
Yeah, I'm like, nah, because first of all, the whole pregnancy, I was like, nah, you can't come back from that. But but yeah, I'm like, nah, I'm glad I'm not. I mean, nothing, he's not a bad guy or anything, but
no, I don't care. I'm an open book. So any questions, concerns, statements, outbursts that you would like to know or that you would just like us to discuss, let me know, because real open about mine, and might interview one of my kids for y'all.
That would be actually pretty cool.
Yeah, definitely. Kind of get their take on it, how they feel, ask on their levels of understanding. But yeah, honey, I'm past the stage of being sad for my kids. I'm out of that stage. It is what it is at this point. We gotta put them big girl panties on, and we gotta keep this shit going, because life don't stop because somebody not doing what they're supposed to be doing.
Right.
And also that kind of leads me to like the child support. When people scream child support, a broke bitch hustle, or this, that, and the third, child support is used if you're not taking care of those kids, if you're not doing your due diligence, your half of the bargain. Like, that shit is a necessity. And for someone to be placed on child support and it's only what, $50 a week, and they still can't pay that, or they're not paying that, or they go up there and try to act mentally crazy to get on Social Security to get the shit cleared. The shit is just wild to me. I feel like to take those type of
it measures, like to go to
those extremes to not care for your child. That shit insane.
But nothing good is gonna come out of that.
No, hell no. I'm a strong believer in you don't get nowhere if you don't do right by the kids.
You're not gonna prosper at all in life, which is why you might have had to go and apply for Social Security and get that limited amount of money per month, like you're a 60-year-old man.
It barely don't work. Let me get off of here.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so today we want to get into the real. We really just came out here to talk some real, because we talk real every time, but to kind of let y'all in on the parenting side, because I know that shit is not all smiles every day. I know it's a struggle for a few people. Sometimes, some people it is peaches and cream. Even the households with two parents is not always easy. That's not always easy. No, they have their struggles too, but honey, it's up to us, y'all, to raise these kids, teach them right from wrong, kind of instill some good shit into them, okay? Some sense around them.
Yeah, and I feel like if you do have kids, you're not any less of people who don't have kids. I know, like, a lot of people try to make it seem like, oh, you got this many kids.
And that'd be the craziest thing, though, because some people with kids be on their shit more than people with no kids.
Like, no, I'm just as much as somebody who don't got kids. Like,
that part.
Yeah. If you got 3 kids,
somebody out here for everybody. Yeah. We gonna hope so. But yeah, let us know what y'all want to hear about next, because we're gonna keep this shit rolling. We really got some stuff in the works. So we're gonna start dropping more back to back, because we've had some people say they want to hear more. They want a new video posted. They want this, that, and the third. So y'all know how we coming.
We're gonna have some events coming up too.
Definitely.
So we can meet y'all in person.
Definitely.
You know, get some live interaction. So we're gonna have some events coming up for y'all.
But yeah, we checking out. Thank y'all for fucking with us. We fucking with y'all because y'all fucking with us.
Thank you.
Fuck with us.